Okay, Aries, so let's do a karmic reading. Let's see what's going on with the karmics because we are in the Mercury retrograde as well as Saturn retrograde. There's a lot of crazy energy, especially since we had the full moon and the full moon was in Cancer. It was a very intense full moon, or I'm sorry, new moon. New moon. There are people who do the witchcraft and the sorcery on a new moon because they're trying to set the cycle for new beginnings for themselves. um Keep in mind there is a boomerang effect to that energy. If you're putting out things to control, manipulate, or any even harm someone else, it is a boomerang. There will be a consequence. So let's see what we get for Aries and their karmics. What are they dealing with? There's an emperor. This situation was planned. And there's a lie. So what do we have? There's a water king, a Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio. There's also a fire queen, Aries, Leo, or Sag. Something is not understood. What's going on in the past? There's a secret. What comes into the future? Okay, so we have acceleration. What's the secret? A water queen, Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio. There is devil energy around that. Toxic control or manipulation, or devil is like anything binding. We have the energy you're in is like a little bit burnt out, but wanting to persist and continue. What is the energy around justice? So there is something about legal justice or justice. You have an agreement with someone else, Two of Cups. And what do you get as the outcome here? Other people share this feeling. And what do you get as the outcome? Aries, with your karmics. You make up your mind. What is the outcome? Four of Swords. You cut off. You don't talk. Something is offered to you. Knight of Coin. And what is the outcome? Announcements are made. Ten of Swords. Painful endings. Something is offered. It causes a Ten of Swords. Why is there justice around? Someone's under a lot of pressure. What is this Water Queen? There's conflict around this energy with family. Five of Wands and family. How does this play out for you, Aries? It's a Tower. It's a big shock. What happened here? Something was arranged. There's a history of this. There's an Earth Queen, a Taurus, Capricorn, or Virgo involved. What's going on here? Something was refused. Someone refused to do something. And what is going on here? There's nostalgia around someone being refusing. And what was being offered? Something that will change the situation. And what is this? Someone doesn't know. There's a devil and the moon. So there is like secret witchcraft. There's an empress. There is a mother or matriarch. What else? There is something traditional or something about duties or tradition. Okay, there is tolerance or tempered emotions, handling something well, Sagittarius. And then we have Ten of Pentacles, something established. Something's been established. So there's clearly other people around this scenario who have a history of something that is being refused. So something is refused, and there is a secret around this. And it could involve a mother, a parent, a matriarch. And now justice is playing out externally. So justice represents enforcement of what is fair. Okay, so it could also be through legal action. So what is the Three of Cups? What is this? There's something really upsetting about these people. And what happens here with the justice? Four of Swords. No one's talking. What is the Queen of Water? Ten of Pentacles, a long-term established connection. Why are you wanting to continue, persist? There's something very surprising. So this is like extra on top of what you're doing right now. Why do you have an agreement with someone else? Something is being offered or was offered to someone. Could be food, could be medicine, who knows? Why is this person refusing? Something at the last minute. So what do we have here is upsetting about these people. There's a change. Okay. And so what do we have here with you, Queen of Wands? Strength. You could be dealing with a Leo, feminine. What is going on here? The sun is shining on this. Strong Leo energy. Somebody's trying to persuade. Who was trying to persuade? And this other person didn't. They're trying to persuade them to take something. Six of coin with the ace of coin. And this person didn't know or wasn't aware. Two of swords. And maybe they're sick. Nine of wands. There's a water king here that was trying to, or is involved. There's a judgment coming on that person. There's the world. This was the goal. What was the goal? The cup of emotions overflows with an air queen. Someone is telling someone, they're raising their sword, they're being very um straightforward, but they're also holding something back. Four of coin, holding on to their money, their property. Why is something being given now? Why is something being given now? Because it's the death, so it causes an ending. And there's temperance. Someone's trying to understand, be tolerant. And this has happened in the past, Sagittarian energy and past nostalgia. And this causes a tower. And there is someone here who's left out in the cold, and then they find out the truth because it was hidden by the moon. And so legal justice is coming in here externally. And there's other people here involved. And why are you nine of rods? You don't want to give up. What is this? You're looking at the value, you're estimating and evaluating. What is it worth to you? What is it being given to you here? So there's something that was given that causes someone a lot of anxiety, a lot of fears. And then this is discovered. It's found out by these people. And someone gets very upset with that. So there could have been something intentionally given to someone to cause them to like be very upset. I don't know what that is, but uh I don't know. I mean, what would that be? What would cause someone to be upset and it's given to them? So that could be like documents, um, anything really, food. I mean, there could be something that was known that this is like someone's allergic to it. So there's justice coming out for that. What is the justice? It causes a wheel of fortune to turn. And what is this? It causes a 10 of pentacles. Okay, with a couple, a lot of money, and this is the lie. It's also causing a death. And somebody's very upset about that. And what are these people doing? Three of Cups. These people gave this to this person or gave this to these people. And this is where the judgment is coming in. Because there is devil energy. It's meant to control, manipulate. This person could be avoiding. There's someone who could have been very, very angry or very, very upset when this is discovered with the sun. A fire king, Aries, Leo, Sag. This person's under a lot of pressure. They are fighting with people in a family. All right, I'm going to leave it here for you, Aries. This is about dark arts, witchcraft, karmics. There are people involved here that are going to get their karmic justice for whatever they did. Because the war's already won, Jesus sits on the throne, and luckily these things are temporary. So I'll leave it here for you, and I'll see you again next time.